Welcome to your Fastcast this morning. We're going to get right to weather on this First Alert Weather Day with First Alert meteorologist Liz Braden. Liz, give us the latest.
Yeah, hey, good morning, Kara. It's at least a beautiful looking start to the day, but gosh, it's cold. And that's why we have First Alert Weather Day for right now because of bitter wind chills. But I want to start out this morning skipping over the cold for a second to give you some updates when it comes to the weekend snowstorm, because I know a lot of you are probably tuning in because of that. Now, this morning, Fort Wayne and Allen County and areas to the south are under a winter storm watch. That's everything that you're seeing in blue, but right south of 21 Country, everything in pink is a step above that, upgraded to a winter storm warning. And I do think some parts of 21 Country later today could be upgraded into the winter storm warning, where some higher snow totals are expected. Locally, up to 6 inches are possible in some locations. So let's talk about what you can expect. A few flurries for today. Today, nothing significant besides the cold. And now I lead you into the weekend. What you need to know this morning is that for your planning's sake, Saturday is going to be your day to go out to the grocery store, do your errands, grab the salt, everything else, fire up the snow blower and check it ahead of time. Because as we go into late Saturday night and into Sunday, that's when snow arrives. Snow will take a while to get going, but by the time Sunday morning church services are going on, I really want you to know that things are likely going to be slick, and that's a big concern for early Sunday morning. Are those church services. Keep an eye out. Watch out with your church in case they may end up switching to any electronic ones. I know some churches do and they stream. Others, if they don't, you'll really want to take it slow on the roads. In the afternoon and the evening, we're picking up with snow rates, heavy to moderate snowfall possible. And this is pretty much relentless throughout the day on Sunday. This wraps up, though, closer to about 10 to 11 p.m. So how much do we end up seeing? Depends on where you live. The general rule of thumb, as I've been mentioning, is the farther south you travel, the more snow you end up seeing. Parents out there, if your kid's in college and you're thinking, wow, this would be a great weekend to go down to Bloomington, well, do it on Saturday. Don't do it on Sunday, because Sunday, Indianapolis and areas south will likely get double-digit snow totals with a foot of snow possible in southern Indiana. Now, we're not getting that much. I do think locally we will stay in the single digits, but still, some pretty decent snowfall rates could lead us to about 5 to 8 inches for most of 21 Country. Notice just to our north and west, things cut down a bit, down to about 3 to 5 inches. The big determiner right now, and you can see this dividing line separating the 3 to 5 and the 5 to 8, will be if this can shift even just a little bit. Some things could perhaps influence the forecast a little bit going forward. It's just a really cold weekend, and obviously we're getting in on that cold right now. Cold air typically is very dry air. And depending on how dry the air is, it could give us the first few hours of this snow trying to fall, where that dry air, quote unquote, eats it up. And it takes a while to overcome the dry air for the snow to reach the ground. So again, that may take a while, but I don't think there is a single scenario where we get nothing. You are looking at a few inches of snow across the region, moderate to heavy snow the farther south you travel, and that's why I'm suggesting, as we're thinking ahead to the weekend, your Sunday plans should not involve driving, at least if you can prevent it. On top of that, I also want to briefly touch on the cold. We have wind chills that are in the sub-zero status already this morning, and they get worse throughout the day. We will solidly stay with wind chills in the negative teens all day long, with some rural areas dropping into the negative 20s. So Kara, a lot of schools are on 2-hour delay and switched over to e-learning because frostbite today is as little as 30 minutes. Really important to be thinking about dripping the faucets for your pipes. Think about pets, think about little kids and making sure they're all bundled up and limiting time outside. Check on some elderly neighbors, the homeless population. We don't want to be out for too long today. It is one of those days to be thinking not only of your own plans, but of others as well.
All right, thank you so much, Liz. And keeping to the topic of the weather, with this dangerous winter weather ahead, there's some things you need to do to protect your home to prevent any costly repairs. Home comfort experts tell us with temps this cold, some furnaces can't keep up and could fail if you don't keep them properly maintained. It also says bad things could happen with your pipes if you're not careful, and problems like these can end up getting pretty expensive. They also add spending a little upfront and preparing for winter storms now can save you a lot in the long run. Now to some driving tips here. Travel on the roads, I mean, it can be treacherous this weekend from what we're seeing so far. So Indiana State Police also wants to help you prepare in a few ways. Here's some safety tips for you. Make sure your car is ready for the snow and cold by checking fluids, tire pressure, and your battery. Have an emergency kit in there as well in case you get stranded on the road. Let's say your heat goes out in the car, you need to have things to be ready. When behind the wheel, clear all snow off windows and lights, leave early, take it slow, and leave plenty of space between you and other cars. You can find more tips from State Police. Right now, we have this story on 21alivenews.com, right here on 21alivenews.com. Check out this story for safe tips. An event canceled because of the weather, and it's at the Old Fort. We first brought you this event earlier this week, and again, it has been canceled because of extreme cold and those wind chills. New Villainy, it's the annual New Year event, which was originally set for tomorrow, where reenactors give visitors a look at the life of early Fort Wayne settlers, but outside. Organizers tell us the health and safety of the reenactors, volunteers, and visitors is their top priority. Well, that's all I have for you right now here on your Fastcast. We'll be back at 9 with another 21 Alive News Morning broadcast. For now, have a great day.